Okay, the measurements for the alley dock are very similar to the offset. It's in the straight line. It's 12 feet from inside edge to inside edge of cone. The box itself is 40 feet long, but there's a box in the back that's only 3 feet long, and that's where your bumper must come to rest, inside that 3-foot box. From the front of the cone, it's another 70 feet to your out of bounds line. Or you can go from the back of the box and say it's 110 feet to the out of bounds line. The out of bounds line is indicated on this by the line of cones. Okay, this is the alley dock. Now the alley dock is the final maneuver that you learn, and the reason that is because it takes the most finesse. There really is no system to place this in an alley dock. It's really once you've learned how to move your trailer and how it reacts to how you turn the vehicle, that's where the alley dock comes in. You basically are putting the box with finesse. Hopefully by this time you've learned to read how your trailer reacts to how much turn you give it. The start position of this maneuver is once your rear bumper is past the lane you were pulling into, or the dock if you will. Obviously you're going to pull further forward than that to start your position, but that is the earliest you can start it. So as an alley dock, again, it's a finesse move. You're just watching your trailer. So he's going to back up straight until he gets to a point where he feels that he can start the turn and get the proper angle to go straight into the box. He's giving it a right turn and starting to move the trailer slowly to the left. As you can see, he's giving it a little bit of left here now to straighten it back up a little bit. It's just your feeling on how it works so that you can put it straight into the box. There is no system or step way to do it. Once you get it inside the box, straighten the tractor and trailer out, recover, and take it straight back until you get within the 3-foot box on the back of the maneuver. And stop. So most people will start with a 1 turn to the, or half turn, or some will even start with a 1/4 turn to the right. All they're attempting to do is to put a small angle in their trailer. Once you get a small angle in your trailer, it's going to start walking towards the box. Now in this instance, he's actually taking it straight a lot longer, which is also feasible, and then keeping the turn on in the end. Like I said, it's finesse. You do it how you want. As he's angling it, he's trying to keep that angle steady so that it goes into the box. If you were to look at the box right now, you'll see it has 2 front cones, one on the right and one on the left, passenger side, driver side. You notice that he didn't lose sight of the cone, the front cone on the right side until he was almost ready to go into the lane. If you do this, you'll avoid coming in too tight to the front cone on the left, which will cause your bumper to go out on the right. Once you've gotten it into the box, you straight back it until your bumper is in that 3-foot area. Now, with a little bit of wiggling here and there, you notice that his front of his truck is crossing that line. That is not a good finish position. So we pull up a little bit to the right, get it straight, and then go ahead and back it into the box again. You have to be able to look down both sides of your vehicle from the front of the tractor, even though it is not in the box. You have to be able to look past those and see the cones. This instance, I think we're still a little close on the left-hand side. And we go to the back, and you notice here's the 3-foot box I was referring to, and the bumper is inside the 3-foot box. This is a proper finish position. Take the vehicle out of gear, set your brakes, check your look to the left, and also check to make sure that your bumper is inside the 3-foot box. all the way up to the right. Then get back into the vehicle and blow your horn to indicate that you're finished with your maneuver. Okay, as far as pull-ups go on the alley dock, it's like the offset where you have a proper and an improper pull-up. If you do not brake the plane with the rear of the trailer, and the plane being the front of the box that you're pulling into, if you do not brake the plane with the rear of the trailer, your pull-up must be back in the direction of your start position. I say direction of does not mean you have to pull all the way back. It just must be in that direction. In the event that your trailer does brake the plane, then you can pull up in any direction to improve your position to back into the box. So in this example, he's pulling himself close to the inside cone. Pulling close to the inside cone, he has to pull up to straighten it out a little bit. What he does is turn his wheel to the right and pull forward. This is an illegal pull-up. His bumper did not brake the plane of the box that you're pulling into, which means he cannot pull to the right. He must pull back in the direction of the start position. Now in this example, we're going to see proper pull-up techniques. Again, he's placing himself in a poor position, which will require a pull-up prior to entering the box. The bumper did not brake the plane of the front of the box. He will pull up back towards the start position. Hard left, pull up until his trailer's facing that way, and then straighten his wheel and pull up a little further. This changes the angle. Now at this point, he can hard left and back it into the box. This is a proper pull-up before you brake the plane with the rear of the bumper. Now, if you do need to do a pull-up after your bumper has broken the plane to the front of the box, in this instance right here, you can see he's coming in at too sharp of an angle, and his bumper on the passenger side is very close to going out of bounds. If he needs to straighten himself up, at this point he can pull forward. And he can pull forward in any direction to improve his position. He's going to give it some hard right, straighten himself up a little bit, pull close to the out of bounds line. Notice he leaves a little bit of angle in it so that he can see the driver's side and angle it towards the driver's side. So on the alley dock, you have 2 free pull-ups. After that, each pull-up is 1 point. And you have 2 get-outs. After the second get-out, your third get-out would be an auto fail. Your final position, again, would be within the cones in the back. If you are encroaching on any cones, crossing any lines created by any cones, that's minus 2 points. And if you end with final position in an encroachment, that's minus 10 points. Keep in mind some of the automatic failures. Automatic failure, first of all, like I mentioned, would be getting out of the vehicle more than the allotted times you're allowed for that maneuver. Also, getting out of the vehicle without setting your brakes. 12 points will be considered passing for all 3 maneuvers totaled. 13 points or more will fail you. Keep in mind that a get out does not mean leaving the vehicle. A get out can be just getting out of your seat. That will count as one of your get outs. So make sure that you don't leave your seat when looking out the window.